So for AWS, we can do it with UI and also both infrastructure as a code. So in order to do infrastructure as a code, we will parallelly write Terraform template and Ansible template and create the resources. And also we will create resources manually. And every time when we create resources, we will do it first manually. Then we will understand what are the parameters available. And then we will start doing with the code. And then we'll understand the test cases, use cases, where it can be helpful and how it can be built. So this is what we'll be doing, and it will be like a parallel development. Okay. So first things first, we need to create an AWS account. So AWS account is different from Amazon account. Okay. So you can go to aws.amazon.com and then you can go to sign into console. Then you can click new AWS account. I already have an account, but you guys can click new AWS account. Followed by this, you can give an email address and an account name, and you can follow next step towards it. In the meantime, it will ask you, do you want to create it for personal use or are you creating for an enterprise use? Choose that you're creating for personal use. Okay, so sign up for it. And when you're signing up, AWS will ask you a card detail. You have to give your card detail, but we will not be spending anything here because in AWS you get around most of the services free for 1 year. Okay, so whatever services that we have here will be totally free. You can sign up and you will have around a couple of services free. And whatever we see in the class also, it will be like a nothing much paid. You don't have to pay anything to learn most of the time. So I already have an account, so I'm just going to go sign in. I'm going to choose root user. Root user means in your organization, this is like the administrator user who has control to everything. Most of the time in your company, when you log in, you will be logging in as a IAM user, followed by there will be an account ID, and then you will start to log in. But in our case, we are going to be root user, so we can directly log in with email. So let's go next. And I'll give my password. And let's sign in here. Okay. So as of now, this is how your console looks like. And by default, now it is in Europe region. Since we are in India, by default it is in Europe region. And if you want to choose any other region, you can choose any other region and you can practice it. It's totally fine. Okay. As of now, these are the regions that I'm sticking to whatever is nearby. Or if you want to go for Sydney, Seoul, okay, we'll go for Mumbai. Right. You can choose any region or you can give global also. It's totally fine. Okay. So region is nothing but whenever you're building something on the service, that will be built on top of here. Okay. So the thing is, you can choose any region and you have your AWS CLI. You have your AWS CLI. If you want to use your console, you can use your console. Or if you want to use your command line, you can use command line. Okay. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. You can use anything you want. But as of now, this is the UI. Or if you want to use CLI, you can use CLI. There are a couple of services available, and if you want to navigate through services, you can go to services, and you'll have multiple different services for multiple different use cases. Okay, so in this course, according to the course content, we'll be seeing all the top important services that is mostly used, around 30 services to 15 services. We'll see everything one by one in the class, and we'll see what are the importance and what are the advantages and how to train and everything. Okay, so as of now, this is how your AWS is. You can go in and you can sign in. Just go to aws.amazon.com and click sign into console and start creating your account. So let me make the document here. This will be like a quick introductory session. As I said, this will be day one. We create a new folder. Day one. Let me close this. Right. So first step is on today to create an account in AWS. Okay. First, we need to create account in AWS. Click on the below link and create your account. Okay. So you have to go to sign into AWS, then click create new account. Then you have to proceed to give all your details. That's it. So this is what you have to do first. And following by that, we will see all the services one by one today by just exploring it. And coming back here, one more thing that we need is Terraform. Install Terraform. Okay, so we need this, and this documentation is very, very, very important in your day-to-day life. Reason is we need to understand how to write different scripts for different services. Okay, so we are going to go here for Terraform, and for Windows, you can click Windows, and you can download. Where is Windows? Nope, it is not here. Just a second. Yep, here it is. Right. So here we are going to with AMD 64. We'll be downloading that. And we need Terraform and Ansible download. And we need Ansible. Okay. So we need two of this to be installed. So for installing Ansible, we need Python also. It's just totally fine. You can choose any way of doing it. But for Ansible, we'll focus a little bit later. Today, we'll focus on Terraform installation and Terraform and AWS. For Ansible, I'll tell you guys tomorrow. So in single day, if we go with everything, it will be pretty much confusing. But it is very easy to install. Like you can just install Ansible, pip install Ansible, and it will work. But still. So first thing is, we'll go one by one. If time is there, we'll see Ansible. Otherwise, we'll go with just Terraform. So first thing first is we have to create an account, then download and set up Terraform. I have already downloaded and kept it. Okay, so the link here is, you can get it from here. Choose AMD 64 if your computer is 64-bit operating system. download Terraform from above link and choose AMD 64 if your OS is 64-bit. Else, you can choose 386. Okay. So in our case, I'm going to download AMD 64, and it is nothing but it will be like a zip file. So where is Terraform? Yeah, here. So your Terraform will look like this. Terraform 1.2.8. When you download it, if you just click it, it will download. And inside the zip file, you will have something called terraform.exe. Terraform.exe. You have to unzip this. You have to unzip this file. Okay. After unzipping, go to your local disk C, and there, program files. Where is Terraform? Here. So unzip it and copy paste it here in your local disk C. Okay, inside program files. So I'll just mention it here. It will download a zip file. Okay. Let's unzip the file and copy paste the folder inside. Copy paste the folder inside local disk C, program files. Okay. Local disk C and program files. Yep, no space. So you have to paste it there. And when you paste it, so it should be inside here, C program files, followed by that. You can copy paste the Terraform here. And after copy pasting it, just a second. Oops. So after copy pasting it, go to your system settings, like settings, and in settings, go to your about, go to advanced system settings, and this will open up. Go to environment variables. Okay. Go to path. After going to path, we need to copy this. We need to copy this and paste it here. I have already pasted it here, I think. Just a second. Yep. I have already pasted it here. You can just go click new, paste it, click OK. But for me, I have already pasted it, so I'm not going to paste it. So after pasting it in user variables, go to system variable, go to system variable. In system variable, you will see one more thing called path. Double click this. And here also I have already, I have already pasted it. So you can click new and you can paste it here. Okay. Since I have already pasted, I'm not going to repaste it again. So I'll just click cancel. You can click OK. Make sure to click OK. I'm clicking cancel. Okay. And after setting up the path, you have to go to CMD. Okay. You have to go to CMD and type Terraform. So when you type Terraform, you should get all of these commands like Terraform followed by init, validate, apply, destroy. Okay. Most of the time you will be using init, validate, plan, apply. Destroy you will use only when you're destroying a resource. So in our case, mostly we'll not be doing it, but we will learn how it works. Okay. So these are the four, five things that we'll be using mostly. Okay. So let's go here and I'll just add it. Now copy the file path, copy the path of the Terraform folder in local disk C, then paste it, then open settings about advanced system settings, followed by environment variables, and click path in user defined variables and paste the copied path. Okay. This will be step 1. And similarly for step 2, same thing, nothing much. Instead of user path, system variables, and paste the path copied. Okay. So these are the different things that we should be doing. And post this, once this above config is completed, open CMD in Windows and run Terraform as a command. Okay, so this should print all the details about Terraform. So this command will work only if you have done correct. You can also check something like -v, which will give you the version. Okay. To check the version of Terraform install. See, I'm spending too much time in Terraform because AWS is pretty, you can learn it simple, but Terraform is like you have to write some codes to do it. So I'm just focusing on that. So just type Terraform -v.
I have one question, Jackson.
Yeah, hi.
Actually, for certificate, hi, Fazal here. So,
Yeah, hi.
for certification, also Terraform is required.
No.
That exam.
No. For certification, Terraform is not needed.
Yeah. For configuration purpose, we required these things, right?
Yeah, in the company, mostly you'll be using Terraform. You will not be using UI.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there is a difference, right? In the company, it is, of course, Terraform. Yeah. And in the certification, it is AWS. Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays, all companies using Terraform.
True. Terraform and Ansible.
Yeah.
That's why I'm focusing here on Terraform. And it's going to go parallelly, so you don't have to worry about that. Like example.
Actually, one more concern, Jackson. Actually, what happened long back, I created my account. So now is blocked because they are telling for after, because we can't use from 90 days, so it's blocked. So I have to any option to reopen, or I have to
you can renew, or if you have other card, you can use your other card and other email. That's
no, they are not allowing me to log in now. They are clearly mentioning here. AWS account was permanently closed because it was suspended for more than 90 days.
That's what I'm saying. So you can use your different email and different card.
Yeah, different email actually they are telling. You can't reopen this account.
Card also is important. Different card.
Yeah, and different card.
So if you use different email and same card, they will still block you.
Okay, is it?
If you use different email but same card, they will still block you, and they will block your new email also.
Is it?
So it is always better when you create a new account, create with new card. It is much better.
That validity for 90 days only, or
no, it is not like that. You can keep it for like what? I'm having this
Okay.
for like a lot of time, like more than 4-5 years. Like it's
So mine is blocked because I didn't use for last 90 days. That is the reason.
I'm not sure it happens like that. They will just ask you to reset your password in every 90 days. They won't do anything else. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't check the email. Maybe that is the reason. Is they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
blocked.
Check it, no problem. You can reuse the same account. They won't
Mhm.
block it. You can reuse it. You have to just reset
Okay.
your password most of the
Okay,
time.
I will talk to the support team there and let's see what they
Yeah.
will do.
If it takes too much time, then better create a new account. It's simple.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So coming back here, this should give the version of the Terraform installed. This should give the version of Terraform installed. Okay. Yeah, all about this. These are like basic. And I also had here basic Terraform commands. Okay. So most used basic Terraform commands. Okay. So first thing is Terraform init, Terraform init. Okay. Second thing is Terraform plan, Terraform apply. Okay. So these are the most used commands. And followed by that, you can use destroy also. Validate is something like the difference between validate and plan is. So the thing is, when you do validate, it will just check sure something like, let's say you are writing the code and after writing the code, you don't know whether the thing that you have written is correct or wrong. So in this situation, you are just going to check whether whatever you have written is not a problem or not. But what happens, even though when you validate it, after validation, if you apply, still there will be errors. Still there will be errors. So we will see it detail when we work on it. But as of now, I'm just giving you guys detail. It does not mean that when I run Terraform validate, there was no error. But when I try to apply it, I mean, I'm getting error. So what about validate? It is not like that. So even though if you validate and if your validate is giving you basic things like is password correct, is username correct, is the given service available, is there any spelling mistakes for the service, is the region available, like this basic thing it will check. But when creating the service, if something goes wrong in your account, this validate is not responsible for that. Okay, it will do all the basic check. So these are the most command that we'll use. Followed by that, we can also use Terraform. This is like, if you want, you can run, but still we'll keep it. These are like mostly enough. Okay, init, plan, apply. That's it. So sometimes if you want to validate before applying, you can run a validate. Terraform destroy, and this is to delete it. So these are the Terraform commands mostly used. Okay, so top 3 commands are mostly used command. This 3 command is enough. This too, if you want to check, you can use it. Okay. Oh, okay. Command to create the connection between AWS and local Terraform folder environment. Yeah, command to create connection between AWS and local Terraform environment and downloading support libraries for Terraform. Yeah, so this is Terraform minutes. Why is this? to check the written config files are having any changes and to see what are the things will happen when we apply the changes to AWS. This is like checking what will happen if I run. Okay, what are the things added? What are the things deleted? And all these things you can see here. Okay, and on top of that, to execute the written config to AWS and to create services. This is the command we use. Okay, and validate is before applying, we can validate and see will there be any bottlenecks when we try to apply. Okay, so to check is every config is fine and there are no visible errors in the config. Okay, so if there is no error, then this will just check us like and say that if there is any problem in it. But this does not always mean there will be no error when we run apply. Okay. So this is what validate is, and destroy is to remove all the services that is created via mentioned config. So what is this config and everything we will see. Okay. So as of now, today we are not going to write any code. This is like an introductory session. So yeah, this is the commands that we need to do, and this command we will run 100 times every day. So make sure you understand this. So this we will run only one time. This will run only one time. Remaining things will run like multiple times. Simple as it is. These are the most Terraform commands that will be used, and this is how we install Terraform. So the meeting might end in 7 minutes. If it ends in 7 minutes, please rejoin. This is a free Zoom link, so we all know it's just 40 minutes. If the meeting ends in 6 minutes, please rejoin. Okay. So as of now, we saw how to install Terraform in Windows, and we saw what are the basic commands for Terraform and how to use it. And as I always say, if you use Windows also, the command is same. If you use Linux also, the command is same. So now we will see how to install this in Linux. In order to do that, let me start my Linux machine. Okay, start. Just a second. So this is my Linux machine. In my Linux machine, we are going to install the Terraform. Okay. So now let's do this. Okay, I made a mistake. Where did it went? Just a second. There's VirtualBox, view, scaled mode, switch, right? This is enough. So, so this is my Linux, and let me close it, and let me close all of the windows. Close. Let me go to Firefox, and let's go for Terraform download. Okay. So we'll go for Terraform download, and in Terraform downloads, oops, why is it saying secure connection failed? This should open again. Oh. Why? This is strange. Can we change this? Okay, it is not opening this strange thing. Just a minute. Okay, so I think we'll see here to, okay, we need definitely the commands here. So Terraform / downloads. Why is it not opening up? This is strange. It is not opening up.
If possible, try to use a different browser.
Yeah, I don't have a different browser. That is the problem. Just a minute. Connection lost. This is strange. Fine, I think I have to use a different browser but I'm not sure, like,
What I feel is the firewall block in this is Linux, right?
yeah. I mean, it should open usually, but I'm not sure why it is saying private connection. This is strange. Server not found, seriously? Wired connection 1 8. Oops. Nope. Usually there will be an option like to proceed, but it's not saying like I'm not able to proceed. Oh my god, come on, this is strange. But I'll use my other computer. I'll join from
Some
other
certificate issue is look like.
Yeah, it's this network issue. I'll just fix it later. We don't have time now.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'll join from my other system and show you guys. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Zoom. Okay, so share advanced sharing all participants. Okay. So share my screen. Why is it not possible? All participants can share. Then that's a problem.